Hey guys, it is Monday. We just put our kids down, and that means it's a little after 8 o'clock tonight. And that means I'm doing this video super last minute. And I wanted to talk about that. I am such a procrastinator. It drives myself nuts. I drive myself nuts. I'm sure whoever I'm working with or planning things with, I'm sure I just drive them nuts too, because I wait to the very last minute to do everything. And I read an article not too long ago, and it was just on procrastination in general. I don't think it had anything to do with anxiety necessarily, but it was talking about, procrastination is just when a lot of times people do it when they just feel overwhelmed. And then they just shut down, and then it makes them wait to the last minute when they have to do it. Like, there is no more time. You have to do it. I drive myself crazy that I'm this way. But then I was thinking, like, why am I this way? And I think that anxiety has actually a lot to do with it. Anxiety, my brain is always going. It's always thinking, what am I going to do next? And my actions are kind of that way too. But with having 3 young kids, everything just feels like chaos. Even breakfast, like the simplest things just seem so hard. And that in itself makes me procrastinate, which is so dumb. It makes no sense, I feel like, but it is what it is. I feel like when I feel overwhelmed or I have a list that I know I need to get things done, it overwhelms me. And for whatever reason, it just puts me kind of in like shutdown mode. And then I get it done when it has to get done, the very last minute. And it's so annoying because all the way up until that moment that I'm like, okay, I have to do this right now, or there's no time and we have to do this. I'm thinking about it constantly. Like, how stupid is that? Just do it. So I'm trying to be more aware of me procrastinating. So when I think I need to do something, instead of just putting it on my to-do list and then checking everything else off before the thing I really need to get done because it's time consuming or whatever, I need to just check it off. And then that way my little brain can just be free for a little bit. There'll be one less thing that's like constantly in the back of my mind. And so that's just annoying. And another thing I was thinking of that's annoying about anxiety and something that I deal with is social anxiety. So these two things, they seem not connected, but I think that they are, in the sense that it's things that I like, but anxiety makes it hard. So I feel like I am driven. I feel like I'm very detail oriented, yet I procrastinate because my brain feels like there's too much going on. And that prevents me from being the best I can be in that category. So I think I've said before in one of my videos that I put myself in the category of being an extrovert. I love people. I love being around them. That like fills me up. I love the energy, but I have social anxiety, and not necessarily the social anxiety where if you're like in a room with people, that I might be hard to have a conversation with. I don't think it's that. It's more so all in my mind, After I leave somewhere, I'll be thinking about how I interacted. What do those people think of me? Do they like me? Because I like people and I want them to like me. And although that's not everything, and I have learned how to let go of toxic people, that is just how I work. I like people, I want them to like me. And so that is just always in my brain. And those are just thoughts that make it hard for me to function throughout the day. Drives me nuts. But it's always there. It's always been there. I work very hard to keep that at a minimum, but it's always there. Procrastination, social anxiety, it's always there for me. And in light of this whole Demi Lovato thing, if you pay attention to pop culture at all, she currently just made a statement about her relapse that she had about, 2 weeks ago from drugs. And she had said something, I should have written it down because I can't exactly remember word for word, but it was talking about, or she was saying how she's just realized how addiction, it's not going anywhere. It's just going to keep following her, and she just has to keep doing her best to just move through it. And I feel like that's how anxiety and depression are for me. Am I gonna have better days than others? Yeah. Worse days than others? Yeah. Is it gonna feel like some days I don't even have it? Yeah. Are some days just gonna be unbearable? Yes. Is it always gonna be that way? Probably. But if I'm aware of it, which I am, and I'm proactive about making sure I'm doing everything I can to stay healthy, can I manage it? Yes. So again, awareness, me realizing that with my procrastination, if I don't just do it when I need to do it, it's gonna like tick away and just kind of like always be in the back of my mind, which is going to affect how I function throughout the day. Not worth it. I'm aware of that. I need to just do it. So you know what? That's something I'm going to be currently working on is if I feel like there's going to be something that's going to burden my brain because I'm not going to do it right away, I'm going to let it sit because it overwhelms me. I'm just going to pull all the energy I have to just get it done. And you guys, it can be something as simple as making a phone call. That sounds so silly, but and especially with having kids, oh my gosh, it's made it a whole new level of awful. You know, just making a doctor's appointment overwhelms me, the idea of it, because for the most part, my kids are going to be there. It's going to be loud. I'm going to be distracted. I'm going to be on the phone for a really long time. It's just annoying. So I put it off. But when I do that, it's always in the back of my brain, and it's causing me a little bit of anxiety, and it's making me feel overwhelmed because I know I need to do something, and I'm not doing it until the very last minute, and then I feel panicked and I got to do it. I'm going to work on not doing that. That will help my anxiety if I'm proactively trying to not procrastinate. Yeah, you know, I had another thought and it went away. Anyways, oh, I remember. Man, this is just all over the place. Welcome to my life. So, kids. Man, have your kids been, if you have kids, how have they been this week? Because mine have just been, they've had a lot of energy this week. And not this week. Well, yes, it's Monday, like this past week. So much energy and just tearing up the house, tearing up the yard, tearing up my car. So again, more things procrastinating because I just feel overwhelmed in my environment. And there's really nothing I can do about that. That's my life right now. So there's pros and cons to that, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Having kids has made it hard for me because I can't control my environment all the time, which has caused anxiety. But then it also has helped my anxiety because it's kind of forced me to have to let some things go, like things being ordered, things being exactly how I want them to be and whatnot. So yeah, it's helped. It's made things worse. But I think, if anything, it's made things at least a little bit for the better. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop there. I don't even know what I talked about today. Oh, goodness. I do know that next week when I post a video, I will not be doing it at 8 o'clock at night on a Monday of the night that I'm posting my video. So anyways, again, questions, comments, let me know. I will always try and respond. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday for my Mental Health Monday. Bye.